Hey guys, Christine here from Portable Entrepreneur. I am so glad you're here. I am really excited to share with you right now 7 opportunities that exist for you to not only build income, but to build your wealth as well. So this is why it's really amazing that when you build your digital marketing skills, even if that's one skill and you go all in with it, you can do some really amazing things. So what I want to do here is share with you 7 opportunities that exist for you to use websites to build your income and your wealth. And after I share these 7 opportunities with you, I'm also going to share with you the one strategy that I really like to apply when I'm looking at multiple of these opportunities, because when you start going and it feels slow and all of a sudden momentum starts to build and then it builds a little more and a little faster and then all of a sudden things take off for you, it's really because of this one strategy that work really well. But let's not waste any time. Let's get into this. So number 1, the first opportunity for you is, well, it's what we talk about all the time here, and that is to create your own web agency. This allows you to take that one digital marketing skill or multiple digital marketing skills and offer that as a service to clients. Now, the second opportunity for you is what I call a digital marketing broker. This essentially allows you to connect clients, to connect businesses who are in need of digital marketing services and be able to connect them with the appropriate service provider. Now, there are a ton of opportunities in this space, and it can be very fun and very profitable for you, and it really takes all the risk off the table for the client, and you get paid without them having to pay you. Now, the third opportunity is with niche opportunities, and this is where you can look to provide something very specific. So just to give you one example here, if you want to provide SEO and you want to provide that really to any business, that's very broad. It's a big service. There's a lot of different tasks in that, and really you're open to anyone. And the way you can really get more specific in that is by providing SEO and offering that to one type of client in one industry or one niche as an example. But here you can go even more specific and still do really well. This is when you look for one particular type of client and you provide one type of SEO service. Now, I'm just using SEO as an example. You can use all kinds of different services. But in this example, what if we provided link building services to realtors? Do you see how very specific that is? And that is very easy for you to become known for that industry and that particular service. And there is a lot of need for that service in that industry and many others. So this is about looking for very niche opportunities where too many people are scared to go, and it can be very profitable. Now, the fourth opportunity that you have is to build web assets, or what I call online real estate. So this is essentially you creating a new website with the opportunity to build this into an income producing website. When the website is generating revenue and generating consistent revenue, or revenue that is continuing to increase, you now have a web asset. So this is something that also builds value over time. The more time that you own this asset, the more time that you spend growing this asset, but this is producing cash flow for you. And there's a lot of opportunities within that there. Now, very similar to building websites, you also have number 5, which is to buy websites. This is actually where you can go out and find someone else who did all of the hard work for you. They came up with the idea, they tested the idea, they built the site, they created the content, they found some audience, they started testing what is actually bringing in revenue, they got a process going. They may have even brought on 1 or 2 people to help manage the site. And all you have to do now is pay for that. But then when you pay for it, you already now have an instant web asset that is generating revenue for you. So now, just like with building the website, now you can scale this even faster because it already has that momentum built in. And this is also going to help you increase that value and increase the revenue that you have coming in. And it really does not have to take a lot of work like building a site, which can take a lot of work to do and really get going. Now, number 6 really builds off the last 2, and that is selling websites. This is where you can, 1, again, build websites, or 2, buy a website. You do what we talked about in increasing the content and the conversions, finding new ways to make the site profitable and growing it overall, and then sell that for a profit. So this is a strategy that I really like as well, because this is allowing you to look for opportunities that exist and be able to build those, buy those, and apply your knowledge to them, and then be able to bank on that on the other end. So this is a really profitable opportunity for you. And finally, number 7, this opportunity is really good if you want to be a web agency or a freelancer, but let's say you're not in love with the lead generation side, or maybe you don't have a lot of proof, or you don't want to have to put all this proof together and deal with everything that can go into being a web agency. And this is where you can solely operate off of pay for result offers. Now, this is a good thing to do if you want to start getting in some initial clients, you want to build up some proof. But this is also a really good way to just operate and to generate some extra revenue. So for instance, if you were to go into a local business and they weren't necessarily interested in signing up for services, or it's not what you wanted to pitch them, if you could see opportunities, then this is where you learn to look around you and constantly be looking for opportunities that exist. What else could be done in this business that could increase revenue, and have those eyes going at all time? Well, you see, now when you can put some of those things into place for businesses, if they are already an existing business, they have an established business, they have a customer list, but they could grow even further. If you offer to take what you know and apply it to their business, you allow them to pay you for results. So let's say they're not sending out offers to their email list. They're not building up a loyalty program. There's a lot of different things that they could do, and you see it's not happening. Well, you go ahead and put that in place, and then you are paid on the profits. So this is another good thing where I've been able to take an email list that was not being sent any emails, not being sent any offers, and simply put in an email series that offered value and then made a pitch. And this brought in substantial revenue for the business. And then all you do is you take your cut of that. And it's a really good way for you, when you have that one particular skill, to go in and apply it, and you know you're going to get results. And it doesn't take a lot of time, and at the same time it adds a lot of value to that business. It really is a good win-win. Now, I promised you that I was going to be sharing with you what I call the snowball strategy. And this is one that is just so important. Whenever I am looking at these income assets that I'm building and the opportunities that I'm creating, I am looking at how can I really snowball all of this so I can build this momentum faster. And one of the ways that we can do this is that if we are becoming a broker, we're looking for niche opportunities, we're buying sites, we're building sites, that we are looking for ways that the portfolio can tie together. How do these different sites maybe have a similar audience or the same audience? Or how are we able to cross promote between sites 2 and 4 or 1 and 3, and to be able to send offers to each other or use them to build audiences? You see, this is really how you can expand these strategies much, much faster, because you're able to start cross promoting. This is why a lot of times I don't tend to bring on new sites or build new sites that are so far out of what I normally do or what is already inside my portfolio, because it is harder for me to build that momentum. Now, that doesn't mean I don't do that. It just means I tend not to, unless I see a really, really good opportunity and I know what my end goal is. It could be that I see a fabulous opportunity. I know what we can do to grow it. I know that it will take off because of some testing that we've done or things that I have seen. And then I know my plan will be to sell that asset. So it really just depends on where you're going and what your plan is. But these are 7 very, very real opportunities that exist when you have at least one digital marketing skill that you can apply, be it web design, SEO, Facebook ads, anything that is going to help really impact a business or a website that is out there. So I hope this really gets you thinking beyond just the opportunities that you are pursuing right now and seeing how you can really expand what it is that you do. All right, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.